Yes, I am disgusted. What the hell are we doing on this show?
Welcome back to the channel. It's almost summertime.
Summertime.
We're gonna do something different today. I'm Brian.
Hey, Matt's back.
Matt's back. We're the Whiskey Wimps. Ladies and gentlemen! So, I was talking with some folks on our Patreon thing the other day, and I was talking about how Buffalo Trace does their master blending thing and what their process and when they taste to get the best results and how they do it, and like they taste in the morning before they've had anything, maybe don't even brush their teeth and just start first day of thing before they have breakfast, and that's when they do
signs of an alcoholic.
Well, that's what people say. Well, then you're just drunk for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But they also don't actually drink it. They just put it in their mouth like a fancy snobby wine taster, in the mouth, spit into a thingy, and that's how they get their blends right. And that's like what professionals do. Now,
No, they don't.
well, this is maybe
They
a
don't
sign.
spit, Brian. They swallow.
I'm with you, and that's why I've got a pink bow on this.
Because we're not spitting in that. We're actually
Because
going to
that's
drink
kind
it.
of how I feel about spitting. Is like you might as well tie a pink bow on if you're just gonna be spitting all your whiskey out.
Oh, I mean, so when you spit it and you put it in this carafe, what do you do with it afterwards?
Well, I think if you're not drinking out of it and you're spitting into it, it goes from being a carafe to a spittoon.
But this just seems like might as well just do this.
That's the question. That's the question we're hoping to answer today for our viewers is can we as laymen
What?
can we as professionals
Thank you.
can we get the same amount of notes out of the whiskey without actually swallowing it? Because my argument against it is like, well, then how are you going to hit the back of your tongue?
Yeah,
You
how
gotta-
are you going to let it coat the esophagus?
Yeah, I feel like that's where you get the finish.
Yeah.
Is coming back up from here.
So we're spitting, we're swallowing, we're letting it regurge, and we're going to put it back in this carafe. We're going to try to figure out what's better, spitting or swallowing. Age-old question. Age-old question.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, let's go in for a sniff.
Yeah. So you're getting my classic, Eagle Rare notes, a little bit of
I'm getting some
grapeness.
Bald Eagle. A little bit of Red Hawk.
Bald Eagle. I always get a pretty nice like Kool-Aid grape thing on the
Oh,
nose
you
of
went
Eagle
serious on me again.
I'm sorry. I'm seriously gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna swish. I assume it's like a loud.
Is it a swish?
I don't know.
You swish it?
I'm gonna let it because when I'm drinking, is I allow it to go from the front to the back of the tongue and coat from front to back. So I'm gonna try to do that. Let it kind of move and do a little chew.
Okay.
And then spit it out.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the opposite.
You're gonna
put it in my mouth.
shove it up your ass and then puke it up.
I'm just gonna let it sit in my mouth. I'm gonna let it marinate my mouth.
All right, you do what you gotta do, bro. I'm going for it.
I'm going in with it too.
I don't know if I should have gone for the second spit. Like I spit once
I spit.
and then I spit twice, like the saliva. So
This method is stupid.
it's not. I still got the grape. The grape is always the strongest note that I get out of Eagle Rare, the Kool-Aid, and it just is.
I got more of just a burn now. I usually don't get
That was both of our first sip
Yeah.
of the day, so let's give it a second. Take a
Okay.
second sip and do another spit. See what happens. And then after that, we'll try a swallow and see if we're able to get the same. And you look.
disgusted.
Yeah,
Yes.
but that was the first.
Yes, I am disgusted. What the hell are we doing on this show?
We're seeing
We're
if this.
spitting. It's not something I ever recommend to anyone. When you swallow, you get all the enjoyment. on both sides of the pellet.
I feel like that spit was more graceful. And the reason the first time I did the second spit was because like I didn't want to actually swallow because there's still like remnant left over.
I see, I'm still getting, either way, I'm still getting remnants of it.
I'm definitely getting the grape, that I'm getting the notes that well, I'll say this, I am getting the notes that I usually get off Eagle Rare.
I'm getting a little nutmeg.
Nutmeg, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it's working, and here's the thing. I'll stay fresh. You know, I won't be getting, because every sip of whiskey
You
you
won't
have,
be getting slammered?
Yeah, the closer you get to being inebriated, in which case, if you had like taste, say 30 whiskeys and 30 different blends to get it figured out, by the time you got to like 12, you'd kind of be compromised, I think. At least slightly, even if you have the greatest stamina of whiskey drinkers ever. Like once you get to sample 12, it's starting to hit you.
Not for us.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, for those of us based in reality that live in a place where alcohol does have an effect on your nervous system and
your nervous system?
Yeah, your brain. It's a toxin. It's a neurotoxin.
But is it really affecting your nerves?
Okay.
All right.
Now
back to the whiskey.
I'm gonna go on
for a taste.
For a full. I'm gonna swallow. I'm gonna see if it changes the notes at all. You really liked me saying that, didn't you? Gosh, you're sick.
Nope. Just happy.
See? It's different. I got more.
Yeah, you know what you got?
It coated the tongue coat, like they didn't go back, it didn't reverse the process. You know, it's like when they spit it back out, it has to go back the other direction over the tongue.
Yeah.
And I can see how you could make that work with practice and be like, okay, I know this is how it's gonna work. So I guess that's the difference.
You know what I got off of it?
What?
Love, enjoyment,
yeah,
compassion.
There you go. So I think the difference is if you're doing it as a job, then it makes sense to spit.
We're doing a job. We're here letting the viewers know what to do, and
all right, so if you're doing a job, if you feel like you're doing a job, then maybe that's what you do. And if you're doing it out of love, you just drink it and swallow.
Yes.
So if it's just a job, then you spit, and if you're doing it out of love, you swallow.
If you enjoy something and love something,
then you swallow.
Then you swallow.
Huh. I'm glad we got that cleared up. Everything is better with whiskey.
And when you swallow.